Hare Krishna. Is it loud enough? Hare Krishna. You see, the scriptures say that most part of our personality is not externally visible to the people in this world outside, because like an iceberg is submerged in the ocean and you only see the tip outside. How deep it is, you don't know. Just like when the Titanic, hit a glacier, it crashed, isn't it? Because outside the tip which shows up is looking very small, but majority is underwater. Similarly, our 90% of our personality is hidden in the subconscious mind. And what you see a person's personality externally is only 10% only, which is known to people. People judge a boy based on how he looks like and how he speaks or how he acts. Little bit information people have about you. But your actual personality, what you are made up of, is 90% inside the subconscious mind. What is that made up of? That is made up of upbringing by your parents, and the teachers who taught you, and the friends with whom you kept association, the books that you have read in your life, the movies you have watched, the songs you have cherished, and also the impressions you carried from the previous life. That also goes with the mind. That also, all these things. And there is also genetically you are getting something from your grandfather also, grandparents. All these things are there in your subconscious mind, which has constituted your personality. And that is why you find sometimes even a boy of good character like Ajamila suddenly acted inappropriately. Because, because of that subconscious mind, it must have had some impressions from the previous lives or in this life. Some impurity was carrying, which just erupted at one point of time. So we can consider subconscious mind like a go down, or in a house also. Many people in their house, they have a garage type of thing, go down type of thing which is closed, where they dump all the unwanted things. You've seen that? And they want to clean it, but they don't take out time for that. But one day they suddenly find from that room, like there's a millipede is coming out. Then immediately the people in the house become frightened. Where is this coming from? Then they say that the godown is becoming too much dirty and dumped. One day we have to clean it. Then they may open the door. There may be scorpions, snakes, and so many things may come out of the room. So, but it has to be cleansed one day. The same manner, when we talk about cleansing, it's not just a conscious mind. Excuse me. The cleansing actually is of subconscious mind. Therefore, it says Cheto Darpana Majanam. Chitta. When you talk about the Chitta, Chitta is subconscious mind. It is talking about cleansing it. Now, how can the subconscious mind be cleansed? Because the conscious mind is always calculating, evaluating, discriminating. This is right, this is wrong, I want this, I don't want that, I like this, I don't like that. The conscious mind is always like I was giving the example of a watchman. A watchman doesn't allow anybody inside. It's always discriminating, thinking on all these things. So that's the conscious mind is too much alert. And that conscious mind many times doesn't allow the spiritual inputs to go inside many times. Because somebody is giving a beautiful class. And the conscious mind says, oh, it's boring for me. When will I take prasad? When can I relax? So when conscious mind puts a block, the message doesn't enter into the subconscious mind. So because of that, you will see many times our spiritual life is practiced very superficially. But if one has to practice spiritual life from the depth of the heart, that is possible, especially in the early morning hours. The early morning hours are called the Brahma Muhurta. The state of mind is such that the subconscious mind, which is like a wax or like earth, in which we can plow the earth, sow a seed, grow a plant, produce a fruit. You can do such things. It's possible on earth, or you can take a china clay and you can mold it into a certain shape if you want. Make a toy out of it. Similarly, the subconscious mind is available in the early morning hours when the conscious mind is not so agitated, not so restless. So one can give positive inputs to the mind. The medical psychiatrists and doctors, they call it as auto suggestion. They call it auto suggestion means giving, they say, positive suggestions to the mind, subconscious mind. And when subconscious mind absorbs that, then the previous impressions which I told you, which have come from parents, grandparents, and teachers, and bad friendships, and books, and movies, songs, those impressions can gradually be ousted. Ousted means what? You you keep on putting gooseberry into a sack, and then from bottom of the sack, some gooseberries are going out, like that. So you have rotten berries at the bottom, and you're putting fresh, nice berries inside, so the rotten berries will be thrown out. So that's what we have to do, giving those positive spiritual inputs to the mind in the early morning hours. So when we are chanting the holy name, we are completely surcharging the subconscious mind with positive spiritual vibrations, even by simply hearing the holy name. If you just chant and hear the holy name, even if you don't know the meaning or don't have great understanding in spiritual life. For example, the hippies, they didn't know who Krishna was. They didn't know who Rama was. They didn't know anything about Radharani. But they had faith in Prabhupada's words and they chanted the holy name. And you can see how much radical change came in their lives. That means chanting and hearing. Again, chanting and hearing attentively, giving your undivided attention to the chanting of the holy name it can help the subconscious mind clear up the unwanted cluster, clutter, unwanted clutter in the subconscious mind, and it can make it very properly organized and pure in such a manner that gradually our personality will change to become a very positive, spiritually blossomed personality. And for that, we should let this good work happen. Only then one becomes a blossomed personality. Like, for example, one who is an angry personality, then he eventually becomes a very peaceful personality. One who has been a man greedy, chasing after the glitter and glamour of the world, he becomes completely satisfied personality. How this change comes? Because the subconscious mind has become pacified, purified. So the morning hours should be utilized for this purpose. And one should not chant the holy name carelessly, inattentively, and somehow or other completing the rounds. One should make a conscious, persistent effort to utter the holy name and hear the name and think in the mind that, my dear Lord, you have given me this opportunity of the human body, and you have given me the association of devotees, and you have given me the holy name, which is not different from you. Please enter my system and purify the unwanted vibrations and fill up my mind with positivity, and let me always walk the right path, and let me attain the right goal without getting deviated from your lotus feet. So this kind of mood should be adopted while chanting the holy name. Harinam Prabhu ki. Let's offer our humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are just like the trees or ocean of mercy and full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrindaki, Vaishnava Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki, Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki.